Hi there, it's John Paulus. You're listening to Life's Potluck Buffet, and this is the first episode in a series of Life's Potluck Buffet podcasts that relate to trending topics and issues. And what is going to happen is I am going to have the cards answer our most burning questions about the world, life, ourselves, etc. And so stick around for today's episode of Life's Potluck Buffet. Okay, so here's how it's going to go down. I don't know if you remember the Magic 8 Ball episode where I was kind of saying, like, oh, the cards are good for small time divination, not not like real important stuff, but just like the light issues. And I was kind of, I think I diminished the power of the cards in what I was saying. And the cards had other thoughts that day, right? Because if you'll recall, I said, oh, I'm going to now shuffle the cards and say, if you're so powerful, cards, you should be able to predict the fact that I'm doing an episode for card 52 today. So you should just be able to like have 52 and pop out of the deck. And I kind of challenged the cards. And I shuffled and I drew a card, and it was card 52. And from that day forward, I have never doubted the divinatory powers of the Life's Potluck Buffet card deck. So I think these cards can help us with answering pressing questions. And so today, I think I want to ask them about AI content and artificial intelligence of the future, or the future of artificial intelligence. Remember that if you say it one way, artificial intelligence of the future, it sounds like really interesting. And then if you say it the other way, the future of artificial intelligence, it sounds like doom and gloom, right? That's true for everything. Like, watch this. Yeah, we talked about the future of work. Whoa, it doesn't sound like it's going too well, like it's going to end or something. And then if I say, we talked about the work of the future, you say, oh, well, that sounds really innovative and that sounds really forward looking. Try it yourself. Anything that you do where you want to say blank and the future in some way, start with the thing that you're talking about and then put the future after it. So if you want to say, like, I don't know, the blender of the future. Oh, that's interesting. If you say the future of blenders, it sounds like there's never going to be blenders again. Right? It sounds like they're becoming obsolete. So whenever you say the future of something, realize that you're probably feeling like it's going to be obsolete and you're nervous about it. And that if you say the something of the future, then you're hopeful about the future of it. I think that's something I've noticed over the years. As I said, we found that out a few years ago in a conversation with a friend in Massachusetts. And hello, if you're listening. And it's just really true. Okay, so here we go. How do I want to phrase this question? Well, what am I going to say about this? What is the AI content of the future? What is the AI content of the future? I'm asking you, cards. I have the deck of Life's Potluck Buffet cards here. 55 cards, 52 numbered cards, and 3 wild cards. And as you know, we've done both episodes for each and every card and episodes for every worksheet and the worksheets that derive from the cards. And we just got finished with that yesterday. So now I have to, when I shuffle these cards, I have to use a technique that I used that day, which I remember what technique I used. What I did was, the day that the card 52 came up after I said, oh, write cards. Like, you could just make card 52 show up, and it did. Okay. So the way this works is I did I shuffled it by moving some cards from the front and back with my hand. You know how you grip cards with your hand and like kind of pick them up and then put them in a new spot, like the kind of front and back of your the front and back of your um, hands do that. So I did that 3 times. I just got finished doing that 3 times. And then what I did was I cut the deck in two, and um, then I shuffled it. Yeah, that's me shuffling it. All right. And then I cut the deck again in the middle somewhere, and then I picked the top card, and that was card 52. So I just cut it, and I put the middle part is now on the top. Okay, so now I'm going to draw the top card, and we're going to see what it is. So the question was again, what is the AI content of the future? What is the AI content of the future? So artificial intelligence content of the future. Okay, here we go. It's card 37. The third time is the charm. What does that mean? So card 37 has yellow lemon dots on it, and I'll read it to you. It says, try this exercise first and read the bottom of the card after. Say 3 things that you want to do for yourself or others, and then when you flip it over, you'll see that the instructions say, start by considering the third thing you said. Is there anything surprising about it? You'll do all these things, but know that deep down the third thing you say is probably your priority. Okay. The third time is the charm. What's it trying to tell me? What is the priority here? Third thing is the priority. Maybe it means that I need to shuffle the deck 2 more times, and that the third card that we have is going to be the answer. Okay, so I'm going to put this card on the bottom as I do. I'm going to do that technique of, kind of moving the cards 3 times there. The kind of shuffling you do where you don't split the deck, but just like kind of grab some cards with the pads of your thumb and other fingers and like kind of shuffle them around. Anyway, so I'm going to then shuffle the deck. All right. This is the technique I recommend to you. So, okay, so I shuffled it, and I'm going to cut it, and this is number 2. So card number 2 is something you thought was beyond you is actually within your capabilities. Okay, well, that's good to know, just period. So that's card number 2. That's card 29. Check out the episode for that. Check out the worksheet for that. All right, and this is the third card we're going to draw because we know that this is going to have our answer to what is the AI content of the future. Oh, wait, okay, ooh, I almost did something wrong. Okay, wait, I got to start by shuffling. Okay, let me redo this. Okay. I got to start with the shuffling the thing 3 times. I almost just did a regular shuffle for the first time, and that's not how this works. All right, so I'm doing 3 times, and now I am going to shuffle the deck in the traditional melding way. Okay, and now I will cut the deck, and we should have the answer to our question. It's card number 1. Everything you give effort to is work. What is the AI of the future? Oh, I guess the AI of the future is going to do work for us as humans, maybe? Yeah. This is all about understanding work as all action is the first step to liberation from thinking of work as a required drudgery of life. Maybe that's what the AI of the future is going to be about. It's going to be about eliminating more things. At least this is what the cards believe, and I believe you, cards. Eliminating more things that are kind of drudgery. I just saw, for example, one of an AI store in an airport that is, you use your a credit card and get into the store, and then you take whatever, and they have ways of weighing and the shelves and figuring out what you took, and then it charges you. Now, I'm sure that there's a long way to go before that is perfected, but I'm sure it's okay right now. But that's the kind of, maybe that eliminated some drudgery, which it would open up the possibility of us you having for humans jobs that are a little bit more in line with their visions of what they want to do for themselves and for others. And maybe AI can open, in a positive sense, could open up that possibility. I know people talk about that, and sometimes it seems far fetched. And also, there are certain jobs that AI might do that, like, people actually might like doing, but the ball is rolling, and it feels like a little bit of a snowball in a certain way. So I have a feeling this is going to be an important topic going forward. But the important answer to this question is to consider the relationship between AI and the work that we do, and what is it going to replace, and what is it not going to replace, and what do we want to see it replace, but what do we want to see it not replace, right? That's as important as what AI stuff will replace is what AI cannot replace. Those human things that we do, that it's really important that we make sure that AI does not replace. So give the cards a shuffle today and see what you find out about what the cards say. You ask a question and have the cards tell you the answer to the question. And I think you're going to find that it's surprising. So I'm so glad you could listen today. And if you want to check out the cards or buy a pack or get the worksheets or the Recipes for Success guidebook, head to lifespotluck.com and order or download or do anything you wish. Explore the site and enjoy. And I'll see you next time on Life's Potluck Buffet.